Hello everyone, today we will discuss sublimation. In previous two lectures we have discussed evaporation and condensation. So now we are going to discuss sublimation. Actually it is a special type of process in which solid directly change into sublimation is a process in which a solid is directly converted into vapor form or a gas form without achieving the liquid state. There will be no liquid state. Interconversion of solid to gas form or a vapor form without achieving the liquid state. That process is called sublimation. Usually solid first converts into liquid and then gas, but it is a special type of process in which the solid is directly converted into vapor form without achieving the liquid state, and it occurs at high temperature or when some substance absorb energy from atmosphere. So this is a endothermic process. Endothermic process means energy is required, energy is observed by solid, then it will convert into gas form without achieving the liquid state, right? And we have practical examples of sublimation. Camphor, or generally pronounced as kapoor, we used in diyas. So it is in solid form, but when we ignite the camphor, it just directly changes into gas. There will be no liquid state. So burning of kapoor or burning of camphor is the example of sublimation. Second Second is naphthalene. Naphthalene is an organic compound and it is highly volatile. Naphthalene is used in mothballs. Naphthalene is used in mothballs, and these mothballs we put in our stored clothes. We add mothballs in our stored clothes, and we notice after some time these balls disappear. Means they directly change into gas form. There is no liquid state again. These mothballs protect our clothes from moths or insects. So we add mothballs and they are made up of naphthalene. So naphthalene is highly convertible into gas form or a vapor form. Third example is solid dry ice. What is dry ice? When CO2 gas is converted into solid form, that is called dry ice. And this solid dry ice remains in solid form at a high pressure. At low pressure, it will readily converts into gaseous form again. So solid dry ice is stored at a high pressure. There is a question why solid dry ice is stored at a high pressure, because if there is a lower pressure, it will changes into gaseous form. In CO2 is more stable in a gas form, so it is stored at a high pressure, and if you lower the pressure, then it will convert into gaseous form on lowering pressure. But there will be no liquid state again. That is a these are the examples of sublimation. Next, there are few terms, we will discuss it also. The solid that undergoes sublimation. The solid that undergoes sublimation means converted into vapor form, that solid is called sublime. So sublime means the solid which undergoes sublimation. Next term is if we cool these gas vapors or vapor molecules, it will convert back to solid form. Sublimation takes place at a high temperature, but reverse of this will take place at a high pressure. This gas will convert into solid form. So the solid obtained after cooling down the vapors, that solid is called sublimate. Second term is sublimate. Solid formed after cooling vapors. Solid formed after cooling vapors, that is called sublimate. But sublime is the solid that undergoes sublimation. Solid that undergoes sublimation, that is called sublime, and the solid formed after cooling down the vapors, that is called sublimate. So forward process is sublimation, but reverse process is deposition. So we can define deposition. Conversion of gas or vapor to solid. Conversion of gas or vapor to solid form without achieving the liquid state, that is called deposition. So sublimation and deposition both are reversible process, right? So that is our process number 3 and process number 4, sublimation, deposition. In next video we will discuss remaining 2 processes. Thanks for